here that's come from Marc Antony. Know you him?
Caesar, 'tis his schoolmaster. An argument that he has plucked, when hither he sent so poor opinion of his wing, which had superfluous kings to messengers, not many moons gone by.
Approach, and speak.
Such as I am, I come from Antony. I was of late as petty to his ends as is the morn dew on the myrtle leaf to his grand sea.
Be it so. Declare thine office.
Lord of his fortunes, he salutes thee, and requires to live in Egypt, which not granted. He lessens his requests, and to thee sues to let him breathe between the heavens and earth, a private man in Athens. This for him. Next, Cleopatra does confess thy greatness, submits her to thy might, and of thee craves the circle of the Ptolemies for her heirs, now hazarded to thy might.
For Antony, I have no ears to his request. The queen, of audience nor desire, shall fail. So she from Egypt drive her all disgraced friend, or take his life there. This if she perform, she shall not sue unheard. So to them both.
Fortune pursue thee.
Bring him through the bands. To try thy eloquence, now 'tis time. Dispatch. From Antony win Cleopatra. Promise, and in our name, what she requires. Add more. From thine invention, offers. Women are not in their best fortune strong, but want will perjure the ne'er-touched vestal. Try thy cunning, Theseus. Make thine own edict for thy pains, which we will answer as a law.
Caesar, I go.
Observe how Antony becomes his flaw, and what thou think'st, his very action speaks in every power that moves.
Caesar, I shall.
What shall we do, Enobarbus?
Think and die.
Is Antony or we in fault for this?
Antony only would make his will lord of his reason. What though you fled from that great face of war, whose several ranges frighted each other? Why should he follow? The itch of his affection should not then have nicked his captainship at such a point when half to half the world opposed, he being the mirrored question. 'Twas a shame no less than was his loss to course your flying flags and leave his navy gazing.
Prithee, peace.
Is that his answer?
Aye, my lord.
The queen shall then have courtesy, so she will yield us up.
He says so.
Let her know it. To the boy, Caesar, send this grizzled head, and he will fill thy wishes to the brim with principalities.
That head, my lord!
To him again. Tell him he wears the rose of youth upon him, from which the world should note something particular. His coin, ships, legions may be a coward's, whose ministers would prevail under the services of a child as in the command of Caesar. I dare him, therefore, to lay his gay comparisons apart and answer me, declined, sword against sword, ourselves alone. I'll write it. Follow me.
Yes. Like enough, high-battled Caesar will unstate his happiness and be staged to the show against a sworder. I see men's judgments are a parcel of their fortunes, and things outward do draw the inward quality after them to suffer all alike. That he should dream, knowing all measures, the full Caesar will answer his emptiness. Caesar, thou hast subdued his judgment too.
A messenger from Caesar.
What? no more ceremony. See my women against the blown rose, may they stop their nose that kneeled unto the buds. Admit him, sir.
Mine honesty and I begin to square. The loyalty well held to fools does make our faith mere folly. Yet, he that can endure to follow with allegiance a fallen lord does conquer him that did his master conquer, and earns a place of the story.
Caesar's will.
Hear it apart.
None but friends, say boldly.
So haply are they friends to Antony.
He needs as many, sir, as Caesar has, or needs not us. If Caesar please, our master will leap to be his friend. For us, you know whose he is, we are, and that is Caesar's.
So. Thus, then, thou most renowned, Caesar entreats not to consider in what case thou standst further than he is Caesar.
Go on, right royal.
He knows that you embrace not Antony as you did love, but as you feared him. The scars upon your honor, therefore, he does pity as constrained blemishes, not as deserved.
He is a god and knows what is most right. Mine honor was not yielded, but conquered merely.
To be sure of that, I will ask Antony. Sir, thou art so leaky that we must leave thee to thy sinking for thy dearest. Quit thee.
Shall I say to Caesar what you require of him? For he partly begs to be desired to give. It much would please him that of his fortunes you should make a staff to lean upon. But it would warm his spirits to hear from me you had left Antony and put yourself under his shroud. The universal landlord.
Most kind messenger, say to great Caesar this. In deputation I kiss his conquering hand. Tell him I am prompt to lay my crown at's feet and there to kneel. Tell him from his all-obeying breath I hear the doom of Egypt.
'Tis your noblest course. Wisdom and fortune combating together, if that the former dare but what it can, no chance may shake it. Give me grace to lay my duty on your hand.
Your Caesar's father oft, when he hath mused of taking kingdoms in, bestowed his lips on that unworthy place as it rained kisses.